Yeah, I mean day 3, so
Yeah.
there's no. I mean,
Sure.
it's constant, just rotating guys in, and I feel like they're competing at a high level. I feel like the D line challenge them at the high level. D line's gonna be really deep, really good, but it's day 3. It was the first day in pads on Saturday, and second day in pads tomorrow. So we'll see where it goes.
Will Evan still be working at left tackle?
Yeah, work it left, work
Yeah.
it right. So it's just it'll be a wait and see game because it's just so early in the progress, but feel good. Yeah, I mean I think just early enrollees in general, it's a great thing for the game and for those players to be able to come in and not only just for football, for school, be able to handle school, be able to maneuver in school and know where your classes are. But for him and all the quarterbacks, it's been good. Adjusting to things and doing things a little bit different. But he's done well. He works his tail off. He's in here late, in here early, and those guys are really working hard to compete at that position. We're just, I mean, they're all practicing. They're all going. So everybody gets reps with the ones. Everybody gets reps with the twos. Everybody gets reps with the threes. And at the end of the day, basically all the reps are pretty balanced. So there's no. We'll figure out who the starter is when we feel like we've gotten to that point, but. Yeah, day 3 again. Guys have been making plays, so it's just been everybody gets even reps throughout practice. Huge for the experience piece, huge from a talent standpoint, but from a leadership standpoint, and especially TJ. Both those guys have grown so much as leaders, not just physically but vocally. I think that's a big piece to it. You want everybody says you lead by example. Well, yeah, you gotta lead by example, but sometimes you gotta say something. And he's definitely taken that next step and being one of those guys to be a force. On the field and off the field in a positive way. So very proud of them, and it was important, that we got both those guys back. I think there'll be a dynamic duo in college football next year, along with Dom Nichols and Cam Brandt. Those guys have showed out just as much as they have. I feel like we got 4 guys on the edge that are going to be pretty good.
Yeah, you mentioned TJ being more of a leader. Is that what went into the number change? You said that you offered that to him?
Yeah, I felt like he's kind of taking that next step, and he mentioned to me about that number, and then he was kind of held back on it. He didn't want it. I was like, dude, you've earned it. Like, you've earned that right. The way what he's done off the field, changing his body, the leadership he's taken, felt like he deserved that. So yeah, definitely felt that was a big part of it. Yeah, you see him as a guy that's another leader on the team. He's the dude only eats like 1 ingredient foods. That's why he looks like a statue. He takes care of his body in every way. He's a leader off the field with how he approaches academics and his social life and everything. And on the field, he has that mentality about him. And you can see his experience and him playing in big games before and understanding the game and understanding the moment, understanding how to prepare. So he brings that to that room and to the offense and to the team. So it's been great to have him around. Yeah, Rayshon's done an outstanding job. Yeah, really great offseason. Looks great. Ironically changed his number to Mason's old number, but that was his high school number. So he came up to me, and it's funny with these numbers. Sometimes guys want to change it, but there's some personal relationships with him, with him being a senior, being older guy. I was like, yeah, absolutely, we can do that. But he's done really well, and the transfer guys, Trey and Damon have been awesome. They've just assimilated into the culture. They put their head down and work. They've been great. Been very seamless transitions for both of them, and done a really good job in the first 3 practices. Yeah, they've been awesome. It's an awesome room. It's a competitive room. Again, they're together just like the quarterbacks, just like every other room. Everybody competes, but they all align together. So they've been great. Jordan's just kind of picked off where he left off in the bowl game. Again, we haven't had tackling yet, but he's been great. Ben's continued to climb and do the same thing. So feel good about those guys. And then the young guys, Micah Capana's doing well. Bryson Cudzadell is doing well. Donovan Johnson, same thing. So all those guys are putting themselves in position to be, in a good place, and we're just excited about where they're going. It was great. He hit like a 60-yarder the other day and just walked off like nothing happened. So it was great. Love him. Love the kid. He's put on like 10 pounds of muscle for a kicker. That probably doesn't mean much, but to him, he feels good. So he came in the other day with like a reversed Phoenix Sun Kevin Durant jersey. I was like, dude, you're the only kicker in the country that can wear that with that much swag. It was beautiful. So he's been great. Yeah, yes and no, because they're always competing. So they know that they're always being evaluated, and there's things that they got to make sure that they can't repetitively make mistakes in a practice, because that's going to hinder them in the competition overall. So I feel like those guys are competing at a high level, but they're still collaborative at the same time.